welcome to UK Versus. Today we're diving back into retro, and as always with these videos I'm going to start off with thanking Rochester CCG for helping me get hold of this amazing content during Worlds. By thanking Rochester CCG for supplying me with this retro product during Worlds, they cut me a hell of a deal that I'm going to pass that on to you guys here by basically doing the exact same thing I've done with the other videos. I'm only going to open half of this box, the rest of it goes to you. Rochester CCG is the premier place to get your singles and products within the United States. If you're looking for the best deal, if you're looking for the best stocker of singles and products, head over to Rochester CCG. They have some of the strongest players in their teams, so if you're in the area of New York, do head down to Rochester CCG, get your games in. You can take on current world champion Kevin Broberg, as well as other very powerful players, and you can walk away with some amazing deals on product singles, as well as supporting the premier singles provider within the US, as well as one of the best OP organizers. They did a great job with the World's Fair, they do a great job with all their regionals, and I'm very excited to see how everything plays out, as well as putting in a lot of community support with their retro suspension lists, pushing retro in the year of 2025, which is the year of retro, and in the past have been a massive supporter of the EU and international markets, but unfortunately no longer ship to us. So if you are in North America, check out Rochester CCG, pick yourself up a great deal. And for those of you who are after some cool cards, today we are opening some Street Fighter versus Darkstalkers. So I'm only going to be opening half of this box. The other half will be given away, similar to the other products that we've done on this channel, because I want to push retro as a format myself, and I want to make sure people can get a hold of cards. So I'm going to open half of this, the other half will be given away, and the giveaway rules are the same as always. You need to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and leave me a comment either with your favorite pull from here, your favorite Street Fighter or Darkstalkers moments from your past, or your favorite memory of playing this set when it was standard legal. For those who are unaware, Street Fighter and Darkstalkers are both fighting games under the Capcom banner, I believe, and they both have very intuitive, great systems, and the fighting game aspects of this game is where we get things like our powerful and our EX abilities from, including the fact that it's attack and blocking. For those that were unaware of the history of Universus, it was the Universal Fighting System, and it was a fighting card game that incorporated Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, Darkstalkers, Tekken, all the fighting games out there, and moved into more open license IP as we got more and more things in. So this is taking two very popular, very powerful, very cool fighting games in Street Fighter, which I believe everybody should know, Darkstalkers, which I'm a little bit less familiar with, but I know it's a very gothic Japanese kind of style fighting game, which I believe is called Vampire in Japanese, with some very cool cards. My exposure to Darkstalkers cards would be through the Platinum series, so I'm very excited to see what we have here, as well as what we can get in the future. So I will be opening half of this, and the other half will be given away following the rules that I mentioned before. So let's take a look. First of all, gotta say I love the packaging here. So we've got Street Fighter versus Darkstalkers collectible card game. Capcom at the bottom, so yep, they're both Capcom games. The old Jasco logo, UVS, and if you just look at the packaging here, you can just see all the cool characters. Felicia, I believe, and that's Ryu, Chun-Li and Morgana, and then goes all the way around. Ken on the other side, Puma and Jediah, Lord Raptor, and that one bugs me. I should know who that is. I only know Morgana because I have one of her mats, and I think she looks absolutely amazing. Possibly should probably build her at some point. Oh, cool. Late pledge on the Kickfire for the miniatures game, and it's an 8 series comics. That's cool. So with this box, it looks like we get 2 box toppers. Elena and Donovan. And what I'll do is I'll also throw in one of these with the giveaway as well. So if you're after an Elena or a Donovan and you win the giveaway, when I reach out to you, let me know which one of these you want, and I'll also throw in the Elena or Donovan, and you'll get that as well. And these are very cool foiled cards. Donovan is a 6 hand size 29 health character with a 0 mid block, as is tradition with characters. I'm just going to put that in so you can see that. These characters did have check and difficulties because we did used to be able to play characters in our decks. That is something that has kind of gone since Godzilla AOT kind of aspects. Looking at what we have here, this is a all death and order character with 2 abilities. Response: after an attack is blocked, draw 1 card, and enhance twice per turn, commit 1 foundation. This attack gets +1 and -1 damage for each of its keywords. So a very powerful controlling character that allows you to minimize damage you're taking through damage reduction, and also say for everything that I get to block or that you block, I'm going to refill my hand. Very, very powerful, very, very cool character. On the other side of that, we have Elena. 5 hand size, 34 health, 0 mid block, as a tradition. Chaos Fire good, with after your turn begins, you may add the top card of your deck to your staging area face down. So immediately, just after your turn begins, as a static, you get to build the top card of your deck. That's very cool. You're already coming up with resources and going first or second. You're having the additional resources very good early to establish early builds, kind of compensating for that 5 hand aspect. Then we have removed the top card of your deck. Your attack gets +X speed. X is the printed block modifier of the card removed. And the final hand is your attack gets +1 damage for each resource symbol that it shares with your character. So if you play a good fire chaos character attack, you get +3 damage. Very cool, very nice, and I believe that this is a Street Fighter character, whereas Donovan is a Darkstalkers. Could be the other way around. I could be very wrong. So I'm going to take out this half, and this half will be given away. Let's pop this up, as all deck boxes have this kind of cool display aspect to them. Stick you over here. So those 12 go in here. So Street Fighter vs Darkstalkers is a 10 card pack with 6 commons, 3 uncommons, 1 rare or higher, with it should be at least 6 URs in the box, averaging 1 every 4 packs. So if you can pay attention and you can find out which cards are here are ultra rares that I pull, you know how many ultra rares are left to be pulled. Unlike when I did the Yu Hakusho one, I don't know how many cards are in this set, and I don't believe it says it on the packaging. Interestingly, this says this is a 17+ product, whereas Universus is now labelled as a 14+ product. So the game has become a bit more family friendly since 2018, as this product dropped November 2018. So fairly recently in the history of sets, not as old as some of the other ones we're going to, but not as new as, say, AOT. With it having a 17+ rating, however, do be prepared for some art that may not be appropriate for younger players. So, we have a Dialect Devil Slayer, Reunion Across Dimensions, Spiral Divinia. This is a reversal card. So reversal, as I've covered in other videos, after you block an attack, a reversal is a keyword that allows you to then play an attack in your opponent's turn after you've blocked. There are some cards that allow you to, when you've blocked with it, play it as a reversal, which is kind of what Judea is looking to do with a lot of his cards. Draining Vector, Surprise Soul Flash, Thrill to Eat You, Lord Raptor, Voices in the Dark, Astral Vision, Enlightening by Defeat, and Leaping Elbow Smash. Now, I didn't realize that we went past the rare because it was not the most foiled, but there we go. So the rare is Draining Vector, Charge, Slam, Tech, Throw. Throws are attacks that still deal damage even if completely blocked, unless there's an effect that cancels damage. They deal half damage on a block, and if we see here, we have Morgana facing off against Chun-Li on the art. It's a 2 mid for 5 with a 5 difficulty, which is being cut off. 3 diff attack, Evil, Good, Life, 2 abilities, 1 Deadlock, 1 regular enhance. Enhance discard momentum. If this attack speed is greater than printed, your rival loses 3 vitality. Vitality is what we used to call health, so that just straight burns your opponent for free and can kill. Deadlock enhance. Your opponent's check to block this attack is -4. Very cool, very powerful ability there. That's very punishing as a deadlock ability and could be very impactful. But this time I'm going to go through here and I'm going to put the rare to the back because that's something I did not do at all during Yu Yu Hakusho. So we have Stinging Skull, Thundering Impact, which has Deadlock power for 4. Deadlock being if your opponent builds to 11 or more foundations. Deadlock abilities then come into play. Healed by the Shaman, Early Awakening, Newborn Weapon, Surprise Soul Flash, I Feel Violent, Cryokinetic Assassination. Whew, that's a mouthful. World Without Battle, and our rare is Fusion Soul Fist. 6 difficulty, 3 control, 6 mid for 7 with 1 very powerful ability. Desperation Force, Fury Ranged Punch with discard momentum. If this attack speed is greater than printed, draw 2 cards and gain 2 health. This is a 6/7 that you want to put some speed onto because you can then discard momentum and draw 2 cards, gain 2 vitality if it's above printed speed. This is a very cool attack, very reminiscent of Rejuvenating Smash. But more you need to, rather than play as your second on a 6 difficulty, you need to have it above printed speed, which will make it a lot more imposing as well, because it's going to be a minimum of a 7 mid for 7. So we got the character that I could not name before, Gil. Gil is a 5 hand size, 27 health, responds twice per turn. After your opponent plays a card, draw a card, and enhance this attack gets plus X speed, X equaling 5 minus the number of printed keywords on the attack. If the printed speed was 3 or greater, you get to gain 2 vitality as well. So the reason that they're 27 health 5-hander is because they, 1, get to just draw cards after your opponent's played cards. So if they block, you get to draw 1. When they play their attacks, you get to get 1. As well as the fact that it just says play a card, so when if you're going second, you can respond to the build and make yourself essentially 5, 6, 7, then draw your additional 1. That's a bit nuts. And then that enhances allowing you to gain health with no limit on the actual turn. You can do this for every single attack, giving them plus X speed and gaining health equal to, if you're playing blank attacks, which there are a lot of on these symbols because they are a all life and order character. So his gift of Immortal Blood, Visions of Judea's Plan, Leg Shredder, Feels Good to Be Bad, Aether Leg, Fusion Refusal, Dostatu Shoten, Saved by Elena, and our rare is Gon Go 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 Get Suzanne. Gon Go Go Get Su. Gon Go Go Gon Go Ko Kuo Suan. That's a name. 5 difficulty, 0 low block, 3 control, 5 mid for 4, with Powerful 2, Fury, and Reversal. So again, if you blocked an attack, you can play this. With face down, do not count towards progressive difficulty for this card. So on block or on play, face downs do not matter. And enhance, you may remove face down cards from your card pool in addition to spending momentum to pay for this card's powerful cost. So you can remove face downs in your card pool in addition to giving this, in addition to spending momentum for the Powerful 2. So if you've got 4 face downs in your card pool, you get to remove them, get to decrease your progressive difficulty, and then you get to increase your attack by 8 damage. That's very powerful. Akuma does like to mess about with face down cards and make them a kind of not matter, as well as the fact that his face downs in his stage also count as 2, I believe. That one's backwards. Oh, that's the rare. Why is the rare backwards? That's weird. Is that a common occurrence that the rare would be backwards? But let's have a look. We got. Oh god, they are just. Damn you, Japanese fighting games and your hard to pronounce names. Let's go. Shoakai? Visions of Jide's plan. Inazumi Kakaoto Ware? Gee. I need to play more fighting games to learn. Enlightened by defeat. Leaping elbow smash. Feels good to be bad. Balsei in Izio? Kurobushi kick. Okay, Kurobushi kick is one I do know. Because Kurobushi kick is one that was brought up when I was talking with Nick Reagan about how to play Nick Reagan in Retro. And Kurobushi kick was one that was brought up because of that bottom enhance, which basically says remove the top card of your deck. This attack is +1 damage for each attack and you remove from game pile. So Nick Reagan gets to pop off. And now I have this. I can get some more, given that it's a common. I might be able to pop off and actually find some. Then we have a far worse places than hell. And our rare is Confronting Judea. A 2 difficulty, 5 control foundation, evil, good, life, 2 high block, unique. Once per turn, this attack gets +X or -X damage. X equals the difference between this attack's speed and its printed speed. So the more you increase the speed of an attack, the more that this is just going to say, well, that's now minus damage. The more you increase your own attack speed, the more damage you get to pump onto it. That's very cool. Drained by a kiss. Remove 2 face down cards from your card pool. Very nice. Spirala Divinia. This is one of the other reversal ones. Thundering Impact. If this attack's speed is greater than printed, get +3 damage. Early Awakening. Doho Atsu Shoten. Very cool art. Far worse places in hell. Ultimate Impact Claw. This is a safe attack, as we covered before. Safe attacks are ones that cannot be reversaled on block. Very cool art, and we can see on here as well. Just Judea getting a hand put through his chest. I Feel Violent. Newborn Weapon. And our rare is the Power to Connect Realms. The Power to Connect Realms, 3 difficulty, 2 low block, 6 control, evil, order, void. Face down cards do not count towards progressive to play this card. So again, on block or on build, it ignores the progressive difficulty from face downs. And remove. After a powerful attack is played, draw 1 card and your rival discards a card. And enhance. After this attack is added to your card pool, add this attack to your card pool face up or face down. So you can immediately see that we have a little bit of synergy between 2 of the cards that we've already pulled. Being, this allows you to kick face downs from your card pool as to pay for the powerful rating, and this can be added to your card pool face down. So this allows you to add it to the card pool, and then you can use the attack to kick it or remove it from +2 damage. That's a very niche combo that can help you get to the round where you can kill your opponent. We are halfway through now. This is our 6-pack. Thundering Impact, Reunion Across Dimensions, Dreaming of Becoming Whole, the Atsu Shoten, Saved by Elena, Surprise Soul Flash, Thrill to Eat You, Voices in the Dark, Astral Vision, and our rare is an action called I gotta be careful pronouncing this because our first 4 letters Shitenketsu. We're gonna go with Shitenketsu. 4 difficulty, 5 control, 2 mid block, Chaos Earth, good. Reduce your attack's damage to 0. Your next non-throw attack this turn gets +X damage. X equals double this attack's printed damage. Remove after your opponent plays an ability to commits or destroys, flips, removes, or seals one of your cards. Cancel its effects. So that's a powerful ability on the response. Just remove it from card pool so it's not progressive. It's a hefty cost on the 4, but you get to just go, yeah, you want to seal, flip, commit, or destroy one of my cards. It ain't happening. Great way to stop your character from being committed. Great way to stop your board from being destroyed with things like self-destruct or decay awakening. Not a bad little strategy. Only seen 1 character so far. Characters were a lot more uncommon, it seems. Healed by a Shaman, Gaelic Devil Slayer, Swallow Your Soul, Fubushi Kick, so we've got 2 now that we can put in Nick Reagan Retro. Bring the Relics, Falaci Insignia, Leaping Elbow Slice, Leg Shredder, Cryokinetic Assassination, and our rare is Castaway and Forgotten. A 2 difficulty, 5 control, no mid block, because not all cards used to have block zones on them. It used to be that some cards you just weren't allowed to block with. Chaos Earth Water with an Earth in response, so you could only trigger this response if the Earth symbol on your character. Response, flip, discard 1 momentum after that attack is played, seal it. Destroy after an attack with a printed difficulty of 3 or less is played, seal it. If it was your attack, draw a card. So sealing a card removes all of text essentially on there and means it cannot gain any more text. That's very important. So it essentially turns it into a blank text box that cannot gain any more abilities. So you get to draw a card from it. That's a very cool ability to use defensively. But you also just get to discard momentum and flip to seal as well. You just don't get to draw. So, moving into our last few packs. Healed by a Shaman. Not over until you die. Morrigan. You've been saying her name wrong all this time. Morrigan, 6 difficulty, 6 control, 6 hand size for 28 health. With response, once per turn, lose 1 vitality. After your opponent makes a check to play a card that is not a block, that check gets -1, but fail that check is not in the combat phase. So we're looking at a 6 hand size Shigaraki 3. And enhance, discard the top card of your deck. If you discarded a block card, this attack is +X or -X speed. X equals the difference between the block modifier and the printed control of the card. So, if I discard a Morrigan, it will get -6 speed because the block modifier is 0 and the check value, the control of this card is 6. A very cool, very funky ability. You don't really, it pays you to play a lot of foundations with very good block modifiers, and forcing that recheck can be very powerful. Moving into our last 3 packs. Inazami Kyoto Watari, Dinging Skull, Thundering Impact, Prize Soul Flash, Saved by Elena, Ultimate Impact Claw, Enlightened by Defeat, Fusion Reversal, Astral Vision, and then Demon Realm Awakening is another rare action that we've now got. The Demon Realm Awakening is a 1 difficulty, 5 control, 1 mid block with on the all, death, and order symbols. With remove, this attack gets +1, +3 or -3 damage for each of its keywords. Discard 1 card. If your opponent is at deadlock, you may add 1 copy of this card from your discard pile to your hand, and the response from the card pool. So this response can only be played if the card is already in your card pool, either played as a block or played through its enhance. But if you play for the enhance, it removes up. It needs to be stuffed into your card pool or played as a block. And remove after you block with this card. There it is. Draw 1 card. If the blocked attack was a throw attack, it deals 0 damage. So this is an omni block action that lets you play in the card pool, remove it, draw a card to replace this card, and if a throw attack was played, it deals no damage. Very solid card. Moving into our last 3 packs. Dreaming of Becoming Whole, Conduit of the United Essence, Swallow Your Soul, Leg Shredder, Bionetic Assassination, Early Awakening, Tatsu Shoten, Far Worse Places Than Hell, Ultimate Impact Claw, and a Sangu Sacrifice, a Sangue. 5 difficulty, 2 control, 2 mid block, 4 low for 5 with Fury Reversal, Stun 1, Weapon on the Chaos, Death, and Water symbols. Enhance, add 1 opponent's foundations to their momentum. Your opponent adds 1 of your foundations to your momentum. And Judea Enhance, discard momentum, draw 2 cards. So that second enhance, if your Judea, is very achievable because you're going to have at least 1 momentum from the first enhance. Very cool. Being able to replace more cards in your hand and essentially drawing them for free because it costs you a momentum. So you still have the same number of cards in hand. That's very cool and probably justifying that 2 check. Then we have our second to last pack, penultimate pack, Dreaming of Becoming Whole, Yo Akai, Visions of Judea's Plan, Freeing the Relics, Early Awakening, Leg Shredder, Voices in the Dark, Aether Leg, I Feel Violent, and Betrayal. This is a very cool looking rare. A 4 difficulty, 3 control, 2 mid block, Fury Reversal, Stun 1, 5 mid for 3 on the Chaos, Earth, and Water symbols. Your next printed 3 damage attack this turn gets +2 speed, +2 damage. And if your character is sealed or committed, draw 2 cards, being its 2 enhances. Very solid. I like that a lot. Last pack that we'll be opening. Gaelic Devil Slayer, The Gift of Immortal Blood, Inazami Kiteo Wari, Fusion Reversal, Astral Visions, Kurabushi Kick. We have 3 now. We're very close to having the Nick Reagan Retro Special. Freeing the Relic, Valese Incendio, Leaping Elbow Smash, and our rare is Confronting Judea. I believe we already had this. So we've got 2 now. 2 difficulty, 2 high block, 5 control, Good, Evil, Life, Unique. Once per turn, this attack is +X or -X damage. X equals the difference between this attack's speed and its print speed. We did get this before. That's kind of cool. Liking this a lot. So those were my 12 rares and ultra rares. And we got some very cool characters as well. Let's stick a Gil up here. You're looking very cool. Let's just quickly sort through here so I can see what is left to be given away. Let's put Donovan there, because Donovan is a bit of a retro staple as well. So sticking true to it, we only got 3 ultra rares, which means there are 3 ultra rares left to be pulled, which some lucky person will get. And then we got 8 regular rares. First impressions of this set, very interactive from what I can see. It's all about the ceiling and the speed. I didn't see too much damage input in there directly. It was more, if you have the speed, you get the damage afterwards. There's a lot. I mean, we did see some damage pumped through powerful, and the reversals mean that your opponent has to be careful how they block. But this set just kind of seems to be a very interactive back and forth set, where you're looking for your opponent to meet conditions so you can play more powerful attacks. You're looking to meet some conditions yourself. I do love this actions response where you just go, you want to do something, you don't get to do that. Some great synergies, some great reversal impacts in there. And just the control aspects of basically going, oh, you're playing an attack with all these keywords, it's got no damage. You've pumped your attack's speed up to the point where I can't block it. Cool, I'll minimize my damage with confronting Judea. I'm going to pump up my speed, and then I'm going to pump up my damage to help me deal with that. So you're kind of incentivized to run a lot of speed hate, you're kind of incentivized to run a lot of damage hate, and you kind of can't go too deep. If you string out too much, if you overcommit, your opponent can just reversal you, or you're not going to be able to do your own reversals, and your opponent's going to feel more safe stringing out. And the less resources you have on, say, your final attack, the more confident your opponent is going to be in reversaling that final attack and hitting you with some damage before then going into their turn to finish you off. You've got to be you've got to play a lot more conservative when reversals are this abound. Let me know what you guys think. Give me some memories, and remember, I now have 6 packs of Street Fighter versus Dark Souls. Sorry, I have 12 packs of Street Fighter versus Dark Souls to give away. I'll be giving them away to anyone who comments their favorite pull, their favorite memory from this set, or even just their favorite Darkstalker or Street Fighter set memory general, as well as you must like and subscribe to the channel. I'm looking forward to reading these comments. I'm looking forward to picking a winner. And if you do get these, if you do pick out from Elena or Donovan, let me know what you pull. I'm really excited to see where these go, and I'm really excited to see people pick up more retro at regionals and events moving forward. This year is the year retro. I'm looking forward to giving more of this away. Do please hit that notification bell if you want to be kept up to date with more videos. I have more retro products to give away, and I will catch you all in the next one. See you all at game night. Bye.